What's good, people? I'm coming at you today with a little rant on the current product and Johnson. Gotta add him in. Let's kick off with Johnson, and I'll keep this short and sweet. This guy cannot wrestle. This guy has a very hard time cutting a serious promo. I don't know why it is so hard to cut a serious promo, but he has a very oddly enough hard time cutting one. Okay? He refuses, I repeat, refuses to turn heel, does not want to turn heel. This guy is what, a fucking 16-time world champion, something like that? He better break Ric Flair's record. Ain't nobody trying to see that. And then, the guy is just, so horrible in the ring. Like, it's bad enough he can't wrestle, but he's horrible. That Hurricanrana he pulled out on Raw. People saying that didn't look good. People saying it looked good for a guy his size. Let's make this clear right now. A guy his size? A guy his size shouldn't be using Hurricanranas. People saying it looks bad because of his muscles. You know what? Shush. It almost looked worse than that than when he tried to use CM Punk's knee. That shit was absolutely a disgrace. But that's what John Cena is. He's a disgrace. He almost reminds me of a certain YouTuber that goes by the name Playboy of Wrestling. I got a rant on that kid coming up as well. But I'm over John Cena. I'm done with him. After he beats The Rock, everybody is going to be done with him. People want to make fun of TNA crowds after WrestleMania, after Cena beats The Rock. Watch Raw. Look at the crowd. Because you ain't saying nothing yet. That crowd is going to be... They will boo the hell out of John Cena. They're going to be dead for him. Most of them won't even show up. But moving on from that disgrace of a human being, disgraceful wrestlers, this is a disgrace and all. Oh, that was nice. Let's move on to the current product, WrestleMania 29. I wrote stuff down, but I accidentally threw it away. My bad. This will be the worst WrestleMania of all time. 3 key problems. We only have 2 matches set in stone. And it may look like it's going to happen, but we still don't know whether we will see Swagger versus Roberto or not. The fact is, it's the only match we got. My bad, I'm giving y'all the finger. Only match we got is Cena versus Rock. And I guess you could say technically Swagger and Roberto. Third, rematch mania. Every match will be a rematch. I don't want to see Cesaro versus Miz again. Hell no. Third, no undercard matches, no mid-card matches, and no Divas match. By the way, I hate that word. I hate the word Divas. They are women's wrestlers and they're being treated like shit. That's not cool. It doesn't matter if they can't wrestle or if they can wrestle. They're being treated like shit and they're getting 2-minute matches. A pay-per-view match for them is like a fucking Iron Man match. They get 5 minutes on every single fucking pay-per-view. I think at the most they might get 10. They will never go above 10 and they rarely go above 5. They only go above 3 for pay-per-views. And I mean, it's just sad. You got the knockout division in TNA, and That division is full of some of the best wrestlers, best women's wrestlers ever, ever. Even Tess Marker's starting to look better and better each week. She's starting to look better, all right, though. But now to number two. Do we have to see so many rematches? The Rock couldn't face somebody else? He couldn't face Chris Jericho? Would love to see that. He couldn't do that? Instead, they want him a rematches that no one cares about. Rematches that he will lose. He will lose John Cena. Plain and simple. He will. If he doesn't lose him at WrestleMania, he will lose him at Extreme Rules. It's set in stone, pretty much, people. Brock Lesnar, Triple H. Triple H will get his win back. The Power Rangers. Team Never Give Up. The Career Crippler. More likely, all of them are going to win. All of them. And it's not right. This is rematch mania. I bet you every match will be a rematch. If Punk and Taker happens, this is technically a rematch. They had like 3 matches when they had that feud going, which Punk did lose. He lost their last match in the feud, I believe. This match basically a rematch too. And then Miz and Cesaro, I guess that's the match that's going down. Does anyone want to see this match again? The feud, for me, has been decent. The matches have been decent and good, but no one wants to see this match again. Come on now. We've seen it like 10 times now. And wasn't Wade Barrett feuding with Bo Dallas? How come he's feuding with a guy who's also feuding with the Shield? I'm so confused right now because it really makes no sense whatsoever. Why the hell is Sheamus feuding with the Shield, Big Show, Wade Barrett, and fucking David Otunga, for all we know? I thought he was feuding with Sandow too. Is he feuding with Cody? He's got like 5 feuds going on. And Bo Dallas, I mean, the kid, you know, he's an okay wrestler. I saw a few of his matches. And if you don't know who Bo Dallas is, his real name is Bo Rotunda, I believe. But, yeah, anywho. WrestleMania is in MetLife Stadium. New York, New Jersey. No offense, fuck New Jersey. This is basically a New York crowd right here. Now, I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I feel like doing it. Well, let's talk about people who going to get booed, people who going to get cheered. Cena, he will get booed. Big time. Miz, you will definitely get booed. Cesaro, you'll get cheered. Swagger, you'll get cheered. Berto, you'll get booed. This is going to be a night where all the heels get booed. And speaking of heels, is Cena going to turn heel? Them getting out of pocket. I mean, it's amazing that Lockdown, the pay-per-view that is really, they've had more than 2 weeks to build it up, but they haven't done anything to do it. But pay-per-view like Lockdown, 2 weeks to build up, it's already looking better than WrestleMania. Notice that we got matches set for Lockdown. We ain't got the one match set for WrestleMania. One match. This is only part 1 on the current product. Part 2, you don't want to miss that. Deuces, people.